Welcome everybody to episode number 46 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
How's everything been, Justin, with you?
Good.
Merry Christmas to you, by the way, or this is after Christmas right now, so.
Yeah, happy holidays. Hopefully everyone had a good time off.
Yeah, right. So now we've got the whole week off, so we're big chilling, thank God.
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
No, it's much
Get to
needed.
chill.
It's kind of weird, dude. We're just like not doing anything for the week.
Yeah,
I'm like
I know.
looking at myself. I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I haven't been in it for a while.
Yeah, and it's weird having this whole week off, but I'm glad I have it off. Not complaining.
Right. Yeah, but you have a good holidays, good Christmas.
Yeah. It was nice seeing everyone again.
Yeah.
After like a whole year and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna
Not
say.
seeing
So
people.
were there a lot of family that you hadn't seen in a long time?
Yeah. There are like a handful of people that we literally haven't seen since since we graduated.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that was a couple. Was it over
Last
a year ago?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
it was weird.
That is whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange. Like because my family we're so spread out, I don't really get that very much.
Mm-hmm.
But there's gonna come a day where
Yeah.
there's some of my family I haven't seen them in I haven't seen my cousins in like a decade, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they look like anymore.
Yeah.
And I'll have to see them like. I'm gonna have to have everyone's gonna have like name tags on, bro.
Yeah.
I won't remember what they look like.
I didn't see like all my cousins. Like some of my family, like we don't really see each other unless like we're at like family parties or whatever.
Right.
But I haven't seen them in a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll see them in like another year or
Yeah,
something.
right. There you
some
go.
family party.
Yeah, for some other maybe next Christmas or some stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But no, the only thing that was kind of a bummer, no PS5s.
Yeah, no PS5. Still haven't
I
got
didn't
one.
see a PS5 under my tree.
Yeah.
So Christmas sucked.
Yeah.
Worst thing ever.
No PS5. Still couldn't even get one. I'm sure everybody was trying to get a PS5.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny because we've been playing a little bit of single player games as of late, and we were just talking about because you're playing the new Spider-Man or the old Spider-Man rather.
Spider-Man. Came out in 2018.
Yeah, it still feels new,
Yeah.
but it's old. Just like we were talking about with the new one, the Miles Morales.
Yeah.
And that one we didn't even realize is on PS4.
Yeah.
But we can't experience it on PS5. I want
Yeah.
to, but I'm
Yeah.
so tempted to just get it on PS4 because what are the chances of me getting one?
Yeah.
I'm losing hope.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to wait just because I want to have games on the PS5 to play. Because I don't get the PS5 and then literally have nothing to play besides COD.
Yeah, or Valhalla, Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed on there
yeah.
too. Yeah, I wonder if people listening ever wonder that if we only play Call of Duty because we do play a lot of other games.
Yeah, we play a lot of other single player games.
Yeah.
That's like a topic like we can do like a personal podcast.
Yeah.
Other stuff. We don't just play COD. But
No.
like, the majority of the time, like we do play a lot of COD.
Yeah, I would say for multiplayer, it's pretty much only Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But like today we were playing, and even last night we played some single player.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just in party chat, just shooting the shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Not stressing on playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I think we played that, and like when it was popping, Splitgate, we played that for about an hour.
Yeah, I think we literally played that for like a night. Maybe like 2 nights.
Yeah.
That was it.
And it was a really good game, but that's like that's kind of about it.
Yeah. And then we'll do like co-op games and stuff every now and then if they're out.
Yeah, but dude, there aren't a lot of good co-op games.
Yeah, that are coming out. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sure they're hard to develop, like really good ones.
Yeah.
Like It Takes Two. That was a really good game.
That one was fantastic.
Yeah. Only problem is like with those single player games, like it's a lot of them don't have good replay value because you already went through and like beat it.
That's true.
So I do want them to come out with another like co-op game. We need more co-op games.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they need a lot more co-op games because there's such a slim amount of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like again, the ones that you said, like It Takes Two, we've only played that one time,
Yeah.
and there's really no reason for us to play it again.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
we know the whole story.
Yeah, and there's no different.
Endings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different storylines that you can go through. It's just kind of a one and done.
Yeah. And like we took a break from COD, which we'll go into for what? It's only been a few days, just like the holidays times. Just because COD's not in a good state right now in pubs, at least, in our opinions.
No, definitely not. I mean, granted, the holidays did come up, so we didn't play like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we can really just jump into a Call of Duty right now is in a really tough spot.
Yeah.
In public matches, they've done a lot of stuff they're doing things and then they're not doing things.
Yeah.
That are making it very difficult.
Yeah.
I think all of this too is compounded by the fact that it is the holidays.
Yeah.
And the developers at Sledgehammer and Activision are more than likely not in the office.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. So no hot fixes or
Yeah.
patches are going to come in.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's frustrating that the fixes that we want aren't going to come in like during the holidays because everybody has their time off in the office. But also it's frustrating because like for the people actually playing, we all have time off too. Like kids are out of school and stuff, or they're on like vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
And whatnot, they want to play. But the most recent like update, they got rid of Champion Hill duos, which is like a nightmare for us because that was the game mode that you and I played all the time.
Yeah,
which makes no sense. They got rid of that and they put in Champion Hill singles.
Yeah, and I think they had trios already too, didn't they? Was that already in there?
That was already there. And they kept that.
Yeah, if someone's listening and they understand this, like they need to let us know why they do this, like why they eliminate or add things in. If you have some sort of like, I don't know, background and understand.
Yeah.
Like explain to me. I can't wrap my head around
why they get
it.
rid of playlists.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it in a couple of days, and it's got me already thinking about it. Because again, we loved doing duos at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Just running Champion Hill trying to get the dub, and now they got rid of it and added in singles, and now we have to go and play trios.
Yeah.
Which is impossible to get into.
Yeah, because it's so annoying. Because I try thinking of like a reason why they would get rid of it, and the only reason I can think of is the stats of duos play like jumping in together wasn't as good as people just playing solo.
Yeah,
they just always jumped into duos, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Why not just add singles and just keep all three? Or because now you and I were a duo, we jump into trios. Like who's a solo jumping into a trio?
Nobody.
When they already have a solos playlist.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know what the stat is specifically, but thinking about it, like it's easier obviously to get two people to play with each other than three people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's why we like duos, because it's just us. We don't have anybody else to play with.
Yeah, and trios is like a nightmare.
Yeah, dude,
it's so fast.
Yeah, trios is insanely fast.
Like, way too fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a real change from duos. Some of the maps they're hard to play in trios.
Yeah, because you get one kill and then you gotta turn right away. Like duos is like it's like a 50-50 split on each map.
Right, and they do give you extra lives, which is good.
Yeah,
to help combat it. But even still, I feel like lives just piss through your hands so fast.
Yeah, because you can the map that with like all the wood walls in the middle.
Oh yeah.
That map. Like in duos, it was already hard enough because you could get spawn trapped.
Right.
In trios, like you'll just die off spawn.
Yeah.
Right away. Like if you're playing like a team of three.
Yeah.
And for the most, if you're hopping into trios, I would assume you have three people.
Yeah. Now I just don't know why they just added in singles and then just had singles, duos, and trios.
Yeah. Exactly.
It doesn't seem to make any sense to me, because that's like when this game launched, that was a big selling point of the game, or was just a big addition, was their whole new game mode that they created. And that's what the whole alpha was predicated around.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I mean, I think when we first played it, we were like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But with multiplayer kind of having a few issues, we jumped over to that, and it's a lot more simplistic. And this was also because control wasn't in the game yet.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun, and it was just it was easy and a good way to end the night. And now they got rid of it.
And this was like what is it? Face Off from MW.
Yeah.
Like 2v2s.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier when we can rely on each other instead of like other people around the map.
Yeah, and we didn't like in MW because they didn't have control in that game.
Yeah.
It was the same kind of problem that Vanguard had.
Yeah.
Because there was no control. It was just hardpoint and domination, basically.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. So multiplayer just got really stale for us because that's
very boring.
Yeah.
It was TDM, kill confirm, Dom, hardpoint, and search. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It was so stale.
Yeah, and it's all those game modes, those are all ones that have just been in rotation for the past, I don't even know, what,
A long time.
6 years of COD.
Yeah.
So there's no new game modes, right?
Yeah.
Control, I guess, is somewhat of a newer game mode. Like, I don't know when Control got introduced into Call of Duty.
It was Black Ops 4.
Was
4.
BO4 it was? Yeah. So it's pretty new, and that's why it was at least a nice breath of fresh air to go and play that.
Yeah.
And then Vanguard took forever to go add that in. Then they finally added it in, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But even until then, we've just been playing Champion Hill. And their flagship game mode they're excited about. And now they're eliminating crap from it. I'm like, no, just add to it. Just keep building off of that.
Yeah.
And we'll be good to go.
Yeah, they should keep singles, duos, and trios in there.
Yeah.
And then do I don't know, sniper only.
Yeah.
Or ARs only. Yeah. Or something like that, why get rid of a whole playlist? That because they got rid of duos, that eliminated us completely.
Yeah.
Because I guess we can talk about Control now. So we were very excited about Control coming into the game because that game mode's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we like Hardpoint. Hardpoint Dom and stuff, but the thing is with Control, it's a lot easier with 2 people we can control the map a lot better than Dom and Hardpoint,
right?
And we can get by playing the objective with only 2 people in Control
easily. In
the other game modes you can't. You and I would load into Hardpoint and Dom expecting to lose because you and I were the only ones on the flags.
Yeah,
that's just frustrating. And on Control, at least we can hop on the flag or we can run around and get kills, and it benefits our whole team.
Yeah, I mean we've mentioned that in previous episodes. Just the other game modes, it doesn't matter about your slaying ability for the most part. If you have dud teammates, it's basically over. Yeah. In Control, you can bully your way to help a little bit and at least win the game.
Yeah.
Which they never even added it in. Then they added it in, and we were really excited about it. And right off the bat, we could already tell there was a few things that were kind of iffy about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd go into games and up in the top, we would see A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Which makes absolutely no sense because Control is just 2 points, not 3 points. So they just kind of copy-pasted the Dom flags and threw them in there.
Yeah.
That was one thing that was stupid. Something that we didn't like, and we had to go back to play the other one, play Cold War, even play BO4, but the live counter where it was up right in the top on this game.
Yeah.
And it's annoying as all hell.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty, I don't think the life counter was, up top, top middle. I don't think it was.
I definitely don't think it was because my eyes don't naturally go there.
Yeah. Me neither. And, it's really annoying. We can adapt to that and change it, but there's so much stuff already happening on the map, and for example, right? It's a 2v2, you and I against 2 other people, and I need to look. I have to look top middle to look at the life count.
Yeah.
And I hear the time ticking down. Then I gotta move my head, look at the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Everything should just be bottom left, so I can read everything.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
That's just little nitpicky stuff, because you and I are pretty competitive,
right?
But that's annoying. And on top of that, one thing that you pointed out was, depending on your FOV setting, if you are on the flag and you ADS, the bar is literally
smack in the middle
on your sight.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't remember if this happens in Domination, but I don't know what my FOV is. I think it's over 100. I can't exactly remember the number specifically.
It might be lower.
Or 95, 90, 100, somewhere around there. But when you just ADS, whether you have a gun that has a reticle on it or not, or a sight, I should say, it's right in the middle there, and it totally screws up your line of fire. There's guys that I'll see, and I can see them through the color of the bar that's going up on the control for capturing, and that's how I kill them.
Yeah. It's very frustrating. Mine, I think I play on 100.
Yeah.
But when I aim in, the bar is directly above my my reticle.
Yeah.
Slightly above, so I can use my red dot a little bit.
Yeah.
But it if you're playing on just the default FOV, it's directly in the middle.
Yeah.
So you would have to change it, but even then, it's still annoying.
They should just move it.
Yeah, exactly.
Have it somewhere where it's not totally in the way.
Yeah, that that's another point in Control. Why? Clearly, when they put in Control, I know everything was a mess over there because they didn't even update it when they should have.
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to be updated December 8th. Like,
yeah.
That stuff wasn't in December 8th. So, yeah, I'm sure they know, like, all these problems and all these bugs. So I would hope, like, the majority of this stuff is fixed in January. But
Bro, I hope so.
Yeah, me too, because
I'm running out of patience.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
And, like, another thing, too, the control flags, that is so annoying that, like, you can get 2 ticks and then you can lower it all the way down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say for my next point. That's like it makes no sense because control's always been this way. At least is for those who haven't played, right? On a flag, there's 3 there's 2 ticks technically, I guess, but there's 3 like thirds that you can go and capture, right? So if you get up to 1/3, then there's a line there that separates to a third, then to the next third, and then when you get obviously the last one is captured. But say if you get up past the first tick, past that 1/3, and you die. And they can bring it down a little bit. They can't bring it anywhere below that first tick. Yeah. So if you've captured more than a third of it, they can't bring it down any lower than that third that you already captured. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense because you were on there and you captured it. Now, yeah. So now it's going to be harder for them because they're going to have to really defend because now you only have to capture 2/3.
Yeah.
And then same thing when you get the second third, it gets a lot more intense. Now, it doesn't matter. You can be 99% there with capping the point. And if you die and for whatever reason you guys just keep running in and dying, they can lower the whole thing back down to 0 as if you've never captured any of that.
Yeah, yeah. And like, if they want to do it this way,
ridiculous.
There's a pretty good way to counter that. And it's if you have a bunch of people on the point, it should go up like insanely quick.
Yeah.
But in this game, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which, like, if they made the progress bar increase super fast with like 6 people on it, then fine, I can deal with that. But it doesn't.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't matter how many people are on it. It goes so slow.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a joke.
It's like you work so hard to get that like tick or 2, and then it could just be eliminated immediately.
Yeah, in like 5 minutes it can be gone. Now I don't know why. I just don't know why they've done some of those little changes like that have made like it was those little things that added up to making it like a well-rounded game mode and made it a lot better.
Yeah.
Just from the casual aspect and then watching it competitive too.
Yeah.
It made it more exciting. But now they got rid of those things. It made no sense. Like we've said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Control, like in competitive at least, if they don't fix that stuff, it's gonna be just as slow as Dom.
Yeah.
Because in domination, like it was just like capping flags and just holding the flags. And this is like, even if you get all 4 people on the flag, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
It goes super slow.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's gonna go slow, and then say they get all 4 down, they're just gonna bring it down.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter. Like if they bring it past that tick that we were just talking about.
Yeah. They just have to work for it all over again.
Yeah.
Like it's super annoying.
They're just gonna be button heads the entire time.
Yeah. And like on top of control, right? So Mike and I, we only play on tactical pacing.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the worst part, I think, for me. This is the worst part
me
about
too.
this.
Again, like, I've been a big advocate of, I hate tactical, not just pacing in general. Yeah,
pacing in general.
They need to get rid of that. I hate that. And I know, like, some people think it's amazing and the best thing that COD's, like, introduced. And I'm like, I would agree if every single map applied to every single pacing.
What do you mean?
Because for the longest time, you and I thought there are only 3 maps on tactical.
Yeah.
Which is, for anybody that doesn't play on tactical, it's your regular 6v6 COD.
Yeah, what COD's always been.
Yeah. And if you only play on tactical pacing, you only play on Castle, Das House, and the new map Paradise.
Yeah.
And you and I thought, like, they just broke the game.
Yeah.
Like, they forgot somehow to put in, like,
the other
17 maps, like, in that game mode.
It just slipped their mind.
Yeah.
To add those in.
And we were pissed. Because we kept loading into Das House, and we were like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, why? And then one random night, I decided, like, you know, I'm just going to switch to all pacing. Like, there's no way, like, the other game modes have the other maps, right? Sure enough, loaded into it. What we load into Radar, the new Dome map, which is 7v7.
Yeah,
and we're like mind blown.
Yeah, and then we went to that. I can't remember the name of the map, like the desert map with the train on the left side, and like there's that whole open area on the right. It's like with the broken down. You know what map I'm kind of talking about?
Oh, it's Desert Siege.
Yes, Desert Siege.
Yeah.
We ended up playing that.
Yeah.
That was the last one we played.
Yeah. And
it was like 8v8 or something like that, 9v9. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah. I quit.
Yeah, you quit out of the game.
I was so angry.
Yeah.
When I got to that point.
Yeah, dude, we were livid.
Yeah.
Because we've been playing this entire time, playing 6v6.
Yeah.
And now we're getting thrown into all these other maps that we thought they just didn't add in.
Yeah.
But they basically gave a middle finger to normal 6v6 COD control.
Yeah.
And they didn't bother adding them in.
Yeah. And like, for anybody that's listening and like they don't understand why this is a big deal, it's a big deal because if like it varies from like game mode to game mode, like 6v6, 7v7, and 8v8. Like in 6v6, we can like control spawns and understand for the most part where they're coming from.
Right.
If you're adding those extra people on the map, it just becomes chaotic.
Yeah.
And you know, we can predict where they are, but more often than not, like we're just gonna die. And like if we're trying to play competitively, you know, we're trying to win and stuff. Like every game is going to change how we play.
Yep.
Literally every single one because it's not 6v6.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, like why isn't the new dome map Radar 6v6? That map is smaller than Castle.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's smaller than Castle, and it's smaller than the new one that they have, Paradise.
Yeah.
But those are 6v6 maps, which makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
But it's a 7v7 map.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
No. It's just so frustrating that they've screwed this up so bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand, again, just like with Champion Hill, I don't understand this thought process as to why they eliminated these maps. Like, again, did they eliminate them? Did they just forget to add them into 6v6 and added them into all the other combat pacing? Like, what's the thought behind that?
Yeah, like obviously this episode is going to be a ranting episode about Vanguard.
So join in on the rant with us, please.
Yeah.
Because we thought we were like really pissed about this and annoyed about it, but we've seen a lot of other people on Twitter too who are feeling the same way.
Yeah,
and it is really
it's so annoying because like this game has so much potential to be a good pubs game, and like we see it when we play like 6v6 control.
Yeah,
like it's super fun.
It is.
Castle,
yeah,
like as soon as we loaded into control and we finally like learned the maps, like it was really fun.
Yeah,
like we understood where everybody was coming from. Like the pace of the map, like it's good, but then we only play 3 maps.
Yeah,
over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that's so sad about it is because I mean at the beginning we struggled with this game, but that's again like every Call of Duty is like that. You know, it's always that annoying growth process in the beginning where you think you suck at the game or the game sucks, but now we're doing really good or doing really well at the game.
Yeah.
But it's stupid because. Again, you're saying we're only playing 3 maps out of all the other maps that would be really good control maps, or they'd just be interesting to play, just some more variety and stuff for us to learn. Minus all the things that they need to fix in the game anyway. Yeah, that's frustrating. You know. Yeah. Prior to them even adding control that they should fix, and they haven't yet. Yeah. And then just our one game mode of Champion Hill, they got rid of that. Yeah. You know, so. They're just leaving like a lot of things. It's weird because the game was better at launch than it is now.
Yeah, it was less broken.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I really hope after the holidays and everyone goes back and they like put a huge update and fix this stuff because the 3 maps like in 6v6 control, right? It's Das House, Castle, and Paradise. And for the most part, every game we play, like, we're having a lot of fun. Like, Das House, I really like Das House control. Yeah. Like, it's chaotic, and I like that. But the thing is, like, you can only play
so much.
And the big thing is, like, I remember when this game launched, they really pushed. We're going to have, like, 20, I think it was, like, 25 maps at launch or something like that. Why are we only getting 3 in one game mode? Like, if you're pushing that so much, all these maps should be in 6v6. It doesn't matter what pacing it is.
No, it doesn't at all. No, they need to add them in because it doesn't matter what game mode it is or what pacing it is. Yeah. You should be able to play all of them. Yeah. You know, I think some of them, like 6v6, Red Star, would be kind of slow. Like, that would suck. Yeah. You know? But that's like every Call of Duty has one of those maps that just sucks on that game mode, you know?
Yeah.
Red Star's not really a go-to map for us in general.
Yeah.
You know, so for Control, it'd probably be the same thing.
Yeah, and we played Red Star, like, Kill Confirmed and stuff. Like, those games, it was like 10v10, I think. And that went pretty fast, right? Which, you know, like, I didn't mind Red Star. Like, I hated it at first, but, like, it grew on me after playing a lot of it. But... man, they should just add all the maps in tactical or whatever pacing, right?
Yeah.
My huge like gripe with pacing is that it eliminates all the maps.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you should just get rid of it entirely.
Yeah.
And have like ground war back again.
Yeah.
But I get why they have like pacing if you want to play faster, right? But if you know they just add all the maps in every pacing, then it would be fine.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine like what is it, 10v10 Control on Dome?
Yeah.
Like the Dome map in this game, like it'd be crazy. But if you want to join that, you can do it. Go for it. We're not going to join that.
No. Yeah, I don't get why they even offer that or think that's a better idea to go and include Dome in that pacing.
Yeah.
But then in 6v6 where it may be pulled off, it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we played it and it's just straight grenade spam on that map. It's a joke.
Yeah.
You know?
And... it's really frustrating because we want to play the other maps.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time we played like Eagle's Nest would be a great Control map.
Yeah.
Or Hotel Royal.
Yeah.
Like that would be a good Control map.
Yeah, as long as they get the points right on them, like they'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I just don't. I don't know what the thought process is there. I don't understand it.
I don't either. And I really hope it's just that they made a mistake and they didn't put all the maps in or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they're in the system, but for whatever reason, only 3 are just loading in 6v6.
Yeah. No, I don't know. And I don't know if it's really related to the game itself, but a lot of times we get into those games, we get a lot of people who just leave. You know?
Yeah.
Not touting like we're so good, we're making people leave all the time. It's not that. It's like we'll play and then we'll do one round and then there'll be like 2 people left. And then a whole other squad will join in, and then they'll leave. And then another squad. Like, we'll go through maybe 2 or 3 rounds of other teammates.
Yeah.
Or other team members that were playing before the game ends.
Yeah.
Like, I noticed that.
Yeah. I think a big reason is just, like, people, they just hate playing the map.
Yeah.
On it, like, they load into Control, and if they're already down on lives, obviously people are going to leave.
Yeah.
But, like, for some reason, like, in this game, like, they'll load into Castle, and they're like, nope, not playing this.
Yeah.
Right away. Which, you know, I understand with this game.
Yeah, especially if you've got 3 maps and you don't like one.
Yeah, exactly.
And Castle's the one you don't like.
Yeah, and you only want to play like Das House or something.
No.
There have been like nights where you and I load into Control and like, you know, we just play Paradise like 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row.
Yeah, thankfully I like Paradise.
Yeah,
you know, adding some positivity into the episode. I do like the new maps. I mean, I've only played the new map, or was it Dome?
Radar.
Radar. Thank you. I've only played that I think once or twice. We've played it.
Yeah,
maybe it's okay.
Yeah,
you know, I'd have to play it more.
Yeah,
but nothing I don't like. I hate about it. It plays just like MW3 Dome. Like the layout is for the most part. I think there's a couple extra walls and windows and breakables they've added in every other place. But Paradise is a good map.
Yeah,
I think it's fun. I think in Control though, the points are a little.
Yeah.
I think some of them like don't make sense, but they're very hard to defend. Like the one that's inside like the bunker area. Yeah. I don't understand why you can capture or defend that and there's a door that's blocking it. Like there's a stalemate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. And like we can get through those maps. Like they're fun maps to play on.
Yeah.
But the problem is like you can only play so much, and then when we were done, we would go play Champion Hill Duos.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's removed.
Yeah.
You guys see where our problem is now?
Yeah.
Because now all we have is 3 maps of Control to play.
Yeah.
And we could go and play TDM or Kill Confirmed, but like we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's just we don't talk at all.
Yeah. No, I think that's what leads into success about any other any Call of Duty or really any game for that matter is when you have multiple game modes that or just the game itself has enough variety within like other game modes or just on different I think that's part of why they have the combat pacing. Is because if you want to switch it up, if you want to have a totally different experience, you can go and do that.
Yeah.
Which I admire.
Yeah.
But again, when it comes to the detriment of like other like 6v6 players like ourselves are getting cut down because we don't get to play all the maps.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You know,
like
it should be the same experience for everybody.
Yeah. At least like if you're gonna do that, execute it well.
Yeah.
And all you have to do just add all the maps in every game mode.
Yeah.
Or every pacing. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. And like I said, all the game modes that they've had so far, I mean, in all Call of Duties, they're all the same for the most part.
Yeah.
They've been the same for the past X amount of years. And I think that's why Champion Hill, though, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I mean, we ended up really liking it, just like we did Face Off in MW.
Yeah.
Though it's not completely brand new, like it is enough of a variety that it adds a little bit of spice into the game.
Yeah.
And it helps with the longevity of it.
Yeah.
Just like a ranked playlist does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
listening.
Also
trying to listen for it. Trying to listen for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the game.
Yeah. And like for us, right? Like in Cold War, all we played is Control.
Yeah.
That's all we played. And Control was really good in that game.
Because exactly. We played it all the time because they did such a good job at it.
And we had multiple maps to play. That's another thing. We had multiple maps and they didn't even add there was no face off or 2v2s.
No.
In Cold War. There was. Like, but it wasn't like it was on like KGB.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but we didn't play that a lot because they had Control.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. We
But it was so good.
Yeah, Control had so much variety in maps, and we really liked it.
Yeah. I think that's where the worry comes with this right now because, again, like you mentioned with Cold War, you know, kind of backpedaling on what I was saying, you need that variety. They did such a good job with Control in that game. It was so much fun to play. Obviously, all the maps that they had. Yeah. I mean, it's not as many as Vanguard has, but we could play all of the maps.
Yeah.
You know?
It was probably like 8 or 10 maps. Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And that option was there for us, that variety, if we wanted it, right?
Yeah.
If we wanted to go play 2v2s, we could, which I think we did. And they ended up having like Infected and they had Prop Hunt and all that crap. But this game right now, there is nowhere to go other than just the standard playlist of games or modes that you want to play. And for us, we only want to play Control. It's like, okay, if we're just going to play that, then let's do it.
Yeah.
But there's only 3 maps, and Control is a broken mess anyway.
Yeah.
And then, okay, well, we'll go to our backup, and there is no backup.
Yeah.
There's no other game mode that we can really play that's exciting to us.
Yeah, and all the playlists that they've added are like Shipment 24/7.
Yeah.
Or like this, I don't know, super small.
Which if you want to lose brain cells,
yeah,
you go in there if you just want like comedy, like you just want like absolute chaos, or you're going for camos.
Yeah, and like if you have the mental capacity to go for camos, like
bro, I don't. No shot. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I haven't gone for camos in COD for years.
Yeah.
Like, I think the last time I went for like stuff was BO3. When I got like the hero armor for all my specialists.
Yeah.
That was it. But that's because that was cool.
And it was armor.
Yeah. And even like BO4, like I didn't go for camos, but like I played so much Black Ops 4 that like I ended up getting camos for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. No.
But like this game, there's so many different categories for camos.
Yeah.
And like if you want to go through that, like you can, but it's not worth the grind for us at least to get that camo. Because the camos, in my opinion, aren't even that cool.
No, they're not. No, again, and this is all our opinion, right? That's why we do this, right? This is our platform. So who cares if you don't agree with us? Let us know that, right? I think the camos in this are very subpar. Like they're not that great. Diamond, I think, looks kind of meh.
Yeah.
Gold looks okay, and then there's the atomic camo. Which it doesn't really interest me for what you're getting.
Yeah.
For how hard you have to work, it's not that nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that camo's cool, but to work that hard to get that, like,
it's not that nice. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's just very frustrating. There's not a lot of spots that you can, I guess, go to or run to in the game. Yeah. When you're playing it, so you get burnt out really quickly, and then that's kind of the problem that a lot of all the Call of Duty games I think over the years have been experiencing is just the return rate throughout the game, or what do they call it? Like the maintenance of players. Like the player base just dies off.
Oh, yeah, the retention rate.
Yeah, thank you, retention rate. Yeah, it's pretty slim because they add these parts in, then they add in a lot of like payable stuff if you want to add more into the game, which people maybe don't want to do. Like us, we don't bother with that. We'll go get the season pass, but it's all through COD points that we've earned through playing.
Yeah.
Or at least we bought initially, and we've just been beating the system doing it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't add a lot of like stuff like that is already broken in the game, or it didn't even come with the game, which was annoying. Now it's in the game, and it shouldn't have even been in the game.
Yeah.
You know, they should just add it in when it's completely fixed. And then they're keeping in 24-hour playlists and removing parts of a flagship series they were excited about.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. And the frustrating part is that, like, this game, I can see, like, it would be a lot of fun. And, like, I think we've experienced that, like, in Control already with Castle and DOS House and stuff. You and I have almost dropped, like, over 100 kills, like, total.
Yep.
And, like, obviously that's going to be super fun for us. But, like, we can only do that on 3 maps.
Yeah.
And that's super, super frustrating.
Yeah. No, there's just not enough. There's not enough support going on right now. And again, I don't know if this is just really difficult because it's coinciding with all the problems going on within Activision, or just the fact that it's also a break and nothing's getting done.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the public side, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in Vanguard. And the same thing goes for Warzone too, man. Like Warzone has a whole bunch of problems too with it that are just, you know, it's kind of chalked up for like console players, like people like us.
Yeah.
Dude, Warzone is tough to play.
Yeah. And like for us, like we still haven't gotten a Warzone win.
Yeah, right.
And I think the best we've gotten was like top 12. And like it's really frustrating because, I mean, we're not Warzone players, so I don't expect us to get first like every single game. But also the way that we have to play like is so annoying.
Yeah.
Play so slow. The map itself is like, I like the map. It's cool. It looks nice. And I like the guns, but the pacing of it just it feels so slow compared to Verdansk. Yeah,
it does feel slow. Another thing too with it is, which I've seen a few people on the next gen consoles or PC, is like these modded lobbies that people have come across.
Yeah.
Which is all screwed up.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me with it that's hard is I get in the multiplayer and in Warzone too, I get this packet burst all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember when this first happened, like when the game first came out, I was getting it a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, maybe like my internet just sucks or something. I mean, there was a time when we were playing when my internet was like, it was just a joke, and I was getting smoked. But that was an unrelated issue. But this packet burst that comes up pretty much every time I play the game, there's just something in the game that's an issue. Like, I've never experienced anything like this in any other COD before.
Yeah, because packet burst didn't even exist in the other COD.
Yeah, and people get it in Warzone too. Like I was watching Dr. Disrespect. He was playing, and he's playing with like Z-Lander and all those guys. Yeah. And he lost it because he was like, I got freaking packet burst, like, and it totally screwed him up.
Yeah, and the packet burst, like, it slightly makes you skip or lag a tiny bit, just enough where like it screws up your movement and like your shot if you're shooting someone.
Yeah,
and it's so frustrating that like this stuff is, again, like these. I mean, you can consider them like major bugs, but like they're all just, in my opinion, like small little bugs that, for whatever reason, are in the game.
Yeah, and
they just pile up into one big problem in this game.
Yeah,
because I think it's funny that, like, back in MW, that was one of our least favorite CODs, like, of all time, and they changed the whole system, tac sprint, everything, right? Yeah, it was one of the most boringest CODs in our opinion too.
Yeah, it was.
Like, we only played face off. That was like this that saved it for us. The 2v2s, and then we go to Cold War. Cold War is great. It had nothing like MW.
Yeah,
and we went back to Vanguard, same engine, same type of style, and we're again already gravitating towards 2v2s.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot. Like,
yeah, I think it does too.
It's the same like cycle that we went through with MW, except probably worse. I think MW is in a better state than Vanguard right now. I'd rather play that game.
Hot take. No, I don't even think. I mean, I don't think that's a hot take personally. Having played both of those, because again, the problem for us with Modern Warfare, like obviously, like I don't know. For me, thinking about it now, trying not to like have any bias. The biggest problem for me was there was no control in that game.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was like, let's say slow, but the doors at the time definitely were annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like for sure that bothered me.
Yeah.
But now having played Vanguard with all the walls and everything.
Yeah. And doors and windows.
Yeah. that's where I think like Modern Warfare may not have been as bad.
Yeah. Just seeing that. If Modern Warfare had control, it would have been slightly better.
Yeah.
But the fact that like it didn't. That's why it was so hard for us. And now in this game,
and the maps too.
Yeah, this game, like we get control, we get what we wanted, but we don't fully get everything.
Yeah,
which is the maps for whatever reason.
Right.
And like we should have the maps.
No, we should. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should do an experiment and go back to MW.
Back to MW
and see how it was.
Yeah.
Ever thought we'd go back to that game?
Because, well, the other one other problem too when you're talking about Warzone is like. There is no FOV slider on Warzone on console. Yeah. Which is
stupid.
That's like if it's in multiplayer on console.
Why can't they do it in Warzone?
Yeah. Going back and forth, between it
feels weird.
Yeah, it feels really weird. And I'm sure at least the line of work that I do, if you're switching between systems, you want it to be you don't want it to be painful. You don't want anything to change for like the end user. And when we go from multiplayer to Warzone, it's on the same engine, but it's completely different.
Yeah, you want it to be as streamlined as possible. Yeah. It's like if you're using tech, like you use Apple, and they have a different, like slightly different operating system for every device.
Yeah.
From the phone to the computer to the tablet it's like why can't you just have the same thing?
Yeah.
Like so it just translates really easy.
Yeah.
But now with this, it's exactly that. It's like slightly different.
Yeah. Everything that's slightly different, like. Adds up a lot. The fact that like we play on a different FOV and we go to Warzone and we can't change our FOV, that messes up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And the game too, like the biggest thing that's frustrating about Warzone for me is just the frame rates.
Yeah.
Like terrible. I mean I get why. I'm trying to understand why, because we're playing on an older console and it's a bigger map and there's 100-some people in the lobby.
Yeah.
But it's bad.
Yeah. It's really annoying seeing like I understand why on PC it looks beautiful. And like they don't get that like us.
Yeah.
They can have 150 people in a lobby and, it runs so smooth.
Yeah.
When you're watching like all these big streamers play Warzone.
Dude, it looks awesome.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
Extremely smooth.
Yeah, every time I watch it, it makes me want to go play because I'm like, yo, dude, Warzone looks so nice. But then I realized that they're playing on like nice PCs or just playing on PC in general.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely not going to be that when I play it, which just detracts from the experience.
Yeah, and the thing, like, I feel like this COD Vanguard just keeps. It's trying to be a game that it's not. Like, it's not Rainbow Six Siege. It's not Battlefield. It shouldn't be like those games with breakable stuff. I get they're trying to add new things and innovate with these, opening doors, breaking walls and stuff. But even like the public side hates it. Yeah, the casuals like us, like it's not fun.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if there's really. I mean, I wonder how many people do like it. You know,
if anyone listening, like, please give us a reason. You're never gonna change our opinions, but
we'd at least like to hear what you say.
Yeah, because
to maybe understand it, because from our side, there's nothing redeeming about it.
Yeah, because if someone says like, "Oh, well, you can like shoot out a little hole in the wood and kill someone,"
that's like the biggest problem with it.
Yeah, well, like, what if someone did that to you? Yeah, like you're telling me you wouldn't be mad about that?
Yeah.
Like, if you're getting mad about it, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
In the game.
I mean, man, I feel bad doing that to people in 2v2s.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'll just go and totally finesse them like that, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah. And it's like...
I'm like, yo, you just got joked.
It's part of the mechanic. Like there have been plenty of times in 2v2s while you and I like joke people like on movement, sliding. Like there have definitely been times where I slide around everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and they can't keep up.
Yeah,
or like I'll slide into like a mount or something.
Yeah,
like the mounting system. That's another thing in the mechanic in the game.
Yeah,
like why? And there's blind fire. Blind fire in this game too. Like why is that in this game?
Yeah.
Like now, COD has never had.
I didn't even realize that was a thing until like I knew in the campaign you could blind fire, but then I realized that you could do that in multiplayer too. Yeah. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I wonder if anyone's died to being blind fired.
Oh, I'm sure. probably has. Like,
because you have to. I mean, at least when I've tried to, you have to kind of finesse to get into that spot behind some barrier to be able to blind fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And. Like, think about that. They added tac sprint. They added mounting. They added blind fire. That's 3, like, new mechanics completely.
Yeah.
Into the game, and it's like, COD didn't need that.
No, it definitely didn't. But yet again, here we are with it. So we'll have to try our best to see what the hell's going to happen with it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
again, we've adapted, and I think for the most part we've adapted pretty well, but just give us the maps on tactical pace.
Yeah.
Then fine. You know, I'm sure if they gave us all the maps on 6v6, we would be playing a lot more.
Yeah.
Way more.
No, I think
like the
so
bare
too.
minimum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the main things they just got to do is if they add that in, it'll be a lot better for us. But I don't know if and when that's going to happen.
Yeah, because the thing is like, I know if we go back and play Cold War, we're not coming back.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because Vanguard, someone on our Twitter was saying, like, they really like pubs. And, like, I agree. Like, this would be a great game for pubs.
Yeah.
If they changed, like, a few things.
Yeah.
Like, some small little things.
Yeah.
And it'd be a really, really fun game.
Yeah. I think before we kind of wrap up, I think things that we need to understand, like they're not going to get rid of destructible barriers.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like you got to be realistic about certain things that are very integral to the maps and are a big part of it. There's no way they're getting rid of those.
Yeah.
I think things that they could definitely fix that would definitely make the game a lot better would be like some basic things like trying to fix spawns if they could a little bit. But the biggest thing would be like we've been talking about, just like the maps, like the game modes themselves. Polish the game modes up.
Yeah.
Fix like little things on your heads up display that would make it a bit easier for the player. You know.
Yeah.
You know, fixing the packet burst, like the overall performance and optimization of the game.
Yeah.
That would make the experience so much better.
Yeah.
You know.
And the fact that we have to talk about this is like frustrating because we're talking about just basic game modes at launch of like a COD,
exactly.
COD should have.
Yeah.
Like again, Cold War, we loved that game. It came with all the game. They didn't add like any new game modes.
Yeah.
And I'm not like at least core game modes.
Yeah, and they didn't have to like really fix anything that was like massively broken in that game.
Yeah, I mean like all the weapons and stuff had to be tuned. Like but that's every COD.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but in this game, like I don't, it's tough, especially like, I don't know, the World War II like setting. I like that setting, but at the same time, I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't work in this COD.
Yeah.
Because I know they're trying to keep it realistic, but that one time we played Dome, oh my god, hopping on a flag, like you get naded like 5 times.
Yeah, bro.
And stunned, and you're like, and you take damage to stuns.
Dude, it was a straight nightmare.
Yeah, and we get no trophy system, so how are you supposed to like block that?
You can't.
Know?
You can't.
Like you get 5 nades thrown at you.
Bro, you're getting
stuns.
Absolutely horked off spot. Like,
yeah,
you're when you're on those points, and there's no trophy, but you know we can't have trophies because that's not realistic enough.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
So I'm already looking to next year if they don't fix all of this.
Yeah,
like, the new next COD, you need like. You need different perks to counter. You need trophy systems. Don't have it in a World War II setting. Like, put it like give us jetpacks or something. Some futuristic.
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And we'll have to see too how this is going to impact the CDL.
Yeah, because that year hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, it's coming up though. It's coming. So we're doing this episode. You'll be hearing this So happy New Year to everybody, by the way.
First episode.
This will be the first episode of the year. So happy New Year from the past.
Yeah.
But it's going to be at the end of January is the first like kickoff event for the CDL. And there's a lot of things that need to be fixed prior to that happening. So it's going to be. I'm a little apprehensive, a little worried about what's going to come.
Yeah, and like we won't go into it, but like the CDL right now is not in like a good state right now for the players at all.
And we're still waiting for that. We're still waiting for that roster reveal too.
Yeah, for Boston.
We're still waiting for that.
Yeah. So I mean, that'd be nice if we heard like this week or something
to add some light.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're looking forward to.
Yeah. So
that Boston team.
Okay. Like, so everybody, please let us know what you guys think about everything we just talked about regarding. I mean, if you want to have any input on the CDL stuff, since we didn't really touch too much on that, but some things that you're liking about the game, things that you're not liking about it. Do you share the same frustrations at us, or do you like some of those things?
Yeah, because like this is the first episode we've done where we've only talked about the problems of this game.
Since it's a big deal right now. Yeah. And if it's multiplayer. If you guys are more multiplayer people or if you're Warzone people.
Yeah.
Because we're not as much on Warzone. We're trying to get more into that. And we'll be, better equipped to letting you guys know about that stuff and giving a better take on it. But from our limited experience, when we're seeing online, that's like, it's also in shambles too.
Yeah. COD right now is just, it's not a good state. And we just hope it's because, holiday season. They put out like all these updates and they just set them and forgot them.
Yeah.
Until they came back.
Yeah.
So hopefully when everyone's back and like working on it, like they can fix this stuff. Because, the Krampus thing, that was a cool playlist that they added. But like, I don't want Krampus running around trying to kill me.
Big problem. Yeah. Krampus was causing real problems. Especially too being in private lobbies that the pros are playing in. That's psychotic.
Yeah. You can't even like practice.
Yeah. You can't. You can't. That makes no sense.
Yeah. So Krampus would have been it is a cool idea. It would have been cool if they added it into like its own playlist or something, Yeah. Which again, I'm just gonna say, Treyarch did a fantastic job with their holiday drops and stuff.
Yeah, right.
They did really well with that stuff. They changed some of the maps, just cosmetic stuff. Yeah. And they added some like fun playlists. Yeah. Infected would be nice. Prop hunt,
maybe.
If they could add that.
Spiced up a little bit.
Well, we'll see.
But we will, we'll have to see. So who knows then. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add before we wrap it up?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great.
We hit everything.
So, again, thank you everyone who was listening to this episode. Be sure to check us out on all the other platforms. If you go to anchor.fm/COD Casuals, you'll find us everywhere. Again, we're on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Again, I can't remember all of them. But go to the link, anchor.fm. You'll find it there.
Yeah.
And be sure to go to our YouTube as well, youtube.com at the COD Casuals, and subscribe there, since eventually we're going to be going to video.
Yep.
So we will
face reveal.
Yeah, face reveal soon. What the hell we look like, right?
Yeah. We're robots.
Yeah. And then, of course, follow us on Twitter at the COD Casuals, since we're going to be tweeting out. We've been tweeting out daily.
And our Instagram.
Yeah, and our Instagram, too, at the COD Casuals. All the same handle. We got it all on lock.
Yeah,
everything's on lock for us, right? So, again, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the COD Casuals podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Justin.
And we will see you in the next episode. Take it easy, guys.
See ya.